Good afternoon, everyone. Wait, hang on a second. Are my microphones off? Right, so it wasn't that they were off and that they were just shut off, it was that their settings were off. I had a lever clicked on one of them that wasn't clicked on the other one. Whoops. But before we begin, I'd like to give a huge shout out to my active patron members. A big thank you to Muffin Lord, Yana E, Jennifer Olsen, Konstantinos, Scarlett, Erkent, Cactus Jack, Nyaki, Stephen Rue, Strifes, Albedo Jen, Kalira Star, Jane the Zinni, Ironia, Sierra Gillen, Alexander Devunt, Nodentur, Envious Nova, Hashtag, Indigoblin, Rachel C, Makoto, Spam Juniper Turn, Aelin, Lavish Hair, Azura Akamor, Nobody at All, Agatha, Ragecat 888, Amy Wires, The Octahat, Evelyn, Puppy, Rosebout, Fish Salad, Sarha Smith, Valkyr Tenno, Galahad, Selgor Agaris, Marisa Crucidasame, Benifer the Potato, Genetic Zero, ZT Mackin, Queen of All Dread Boys, Void Dweller, Teethfear 5, Elster's Shiny Things, Jessica, Amy Olgers, Lost in Wonderland, Chloe, Beer the Space Witch, Ellipses, CM Fireflies, Some Guy, Ghost 48, Joanna, Indigo, Aelin, Kai, TGSTGA, Eden, Mick Shepherd, Captain Aardvark 986, Lily Adams, Hazel, Alice, Kulik 92, DFA Plays, Emma Bedlam, and Bloodmoth. Thank you. Thank you so very much for all of your support. It truly means the universe to me. If you too wish to become an active patron member, please click the link in the description down below to visit my Patreon page. With that out of the way... Hi, I have returned. Hello. Hello. It is very good to see you again. Do-do-do. But there was a little static. Oh, I see, a little static. Let's see if I can eliminate that static a little bit. Yeah, static is very persistent. Don't you just love it when we're doing all of this? Oh, stars. Hello. Hi. It's wonderful to see you. I think it might have been just that the cords were getting pinched a little bit by something. And this is probably not helping me touching them more. I'm sorry. How's that sound? Is that better? Is that worse? Mm-hmm. Kind of sounds like there's an ocean in my ears, isn't there? Also, hello Eve, hello Emma. It's very, very good to see you. Hello. Hey Mary. Hey Princess Guinevere. I think the Foxlings might have brushed through my equipment just a hair. I see, Eve, I see. Just a little oceany. I'm not a fox on the ocean. Bye, Eve. It was good to see you. It's really good to see you. Bum. 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 Ba-dum. Bum. Bum. Blah. Blah. Sorry about that. I figured I'd change like a couple things to try to make things sound nicer, and that kinda just blew up in my face. But hello, and hi, and welcome. Hello, Sevalosi. I don't think I've seen you before. How are you doing? Welcome. Good evening, good evening. Yeah, I hope that everything's alright. I mean, if I have to change too many more settings, I might as well just give up the stream for today and then resume some other time when all the settings are fixed. But I don't want to do that. I kind of want to be here. I kind of want to be streaming. So how's everyone doing today? I hope everyone's had a wonderful time. Bum bum bum. Ba-ba-bum. Seva says, pretty good, but also pretty tired. Working in 40 degrees Celsius weather as a mechanic can be quite well exhausting, but I'm here listening and drawing. Excellent. Emma says, doing swell, watching a stream from my favorite VTuber. Aww. Thank you. I do the best I can. Also, I changed a couple of settings, adding on some vague noise suppression. What do you think? Does this work? Although I think that my microphones might be a little bit too loud now. Well, I might as well see if I can solve that little issue as well. Let's see, how does that sound? A little bit better? A little bit worse? Many thanks. Thank you so very much, dear. Also, I changed the donate goal for this one. Instead of an additional hour of streams, you might find that it's a little bit different. 10 teal super chats all record an ASMR audio live on stream. It's a very small treat, but I figured that it's perfect incentive. Excellent, I'm glad to hear it. Woohoo! Beep, boop, boop, beep. Ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-dum. Ba-da-bum, ba-ba-da-da-da-dum, ba-da-dum. Ba-ba-da-da-da-da-dum. Ba-da-da-da-da-dum-da-dum. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-dum. La-da-dum-dum-da-da-da-da-dum-dum. Bum-bum-bum-bum. Ooh. Maybe I should volume up the background music just a little bit. What do you think of that? Does that sound good? Not too overwhelming, though, I hope. I hope it's not overwhelming it at all. Oh, wonder what's going on in the next room. Maybe I should take a peek. Hello. I have returned. I figured out what was going on. It was the noise of a tablet in another room that was going off, and I got a little bit curious as to what was going on, so that's why that happened. Welcome, Setiko. Hello. It's wonderful to see you. Also, I figured out how to listen to my own playlist as it's playing through, like, each and every individual tracks. I really like this song. I chose each and every song from Dova Syndrome based on how cute, cool, or creepy it was. And cool in this is defined as being like, it sounds like it would be a nice groove. Thank you so very much, Seva. Hello. Hello, hello. It is wonderful to be back. Oh, and I love music boxes as well. Music boxes are great. I need to maybe, like, make a music box of songs that I like. Doesn't this just sound suitably creepy? Hello, random internet surfer. It's so very good to see you again. Nico, best girl, Nico, Nico, me. Am I really best girl, though? I'm pretty sure that there are others that are slightly better than me. Take Emma, for example. Emma is fantastic. Sadako says music boxes are very easy horror, and it's perfect. Yeah, I always wanted the background sounds to these streams to be off-putting. Ever so slightly off-putting. Yeah, to perfectly match the vibe of me as a streamer. Being incredibly off-putting as I can be. Thank you so very much, Siva. It is of my opinion that you are all incredible. Incredible for coming out to watch me today. Even though it's incredibly early. Like, incredibly fluffing early. Mary says, off-putting, you're too cute for that, Foxo. Oh, I wish I had some of the toggles that I want on the model right now. I wish that I could make this model split open like a monster from beyond the stars. Sadako says it is 10 PM here, lol. Well, I'm glad that I got to stream this early so that you were able to come on and to say hi. Spyro, hey! A stream that isn't in the middle of night or ass crack of dawn, yay! Yeah, I'm trying to do it earlier and earlier, trying to stream around noon so that it has like the max potential for people coming in. And I'm also just realizing that me streaming in the middle of the week, like literally the middle of the week and the middle of the day, means that most people who like normally tune into the streams are still at work or at school. Ah, a pity. Hello, Time Marshal. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Seva says, who starts school in August? August, September-ish. I mean, my big sister's a teacher. I could always ask her. Hey, big sis, I've got a question for you. I've got a question for you. When does school start? Well, let's take Arizona, for example. Oh, thank you so very much. That actually answers both my question and the questions of some of the audience members here. Understood. Thank you so very much. You want to say hi? Oh, the question is, who starts school in August? The answer apparently being a lot of people. Time Marshall says, question, have you seen the movie The Long Walk? No, and I don't particularly care to.
That guy dies, the end.
Well, that may not be the ending of that particular movie. I just don't really want to. It looks horrible.
There's also Mark Hamill, the bad guy.
Of The Long Walk? Still, it's never really appealed to me. Software says in Austria it starts in mid-September. Understood. Also, everyone's saying hi to you, dear.
Hi. Chris, you're the star of the show.
Seva says, whoa, I start in October, quite late compared to a lot of peeps. Spyro says I'm proverbially fucked, since the physical internet line for my building has been broken, so I have only my infinite mobile data at the moment. You're infinite or finite? Spyro says, so not doomed, but annoying to not have internet from my PC. I completely get that. When I uploaded the latest chapter of my fanfiction, oh, the internet died on me for a brief moment, and I was afraid I wouldn't get to upload the chapter. Unlimited mobile data. I see. Random internet surfer says, I hope this doesn't come off as weird, but I bet your friends find you very huggable. You have a very comforting air around you. It doesn't come off as weird, it comes off as insanely sweet. Oh my gosh. And from what I understand, my friends do I do like hugging me from time to time. I don't see them that often, though. Not in person. I've been keeping my distance, and it's, I don't remember why I decided to keep my distance. I guess we just kinda drifted a little bit. Makes me a little sad, but, you know, I'm doing the best I can. Spyro says, and this because some fuckwit took a goddamn angle grinder to the fucking internet line. I'm big mad, unamused even. I guess what you could say is we are not amused. Time Marshal says, shame about Tim Curry. What? No! No! Are you fucking kidding me? Tim Curry died yesterday! Oh. 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 Ow. That actually really fluffing hurts. First Dolly Parton and Tim Curry. Why are we losing all of our icons? I'll have to watch Rocky Horror Picture Show again just in honor. Oh, stars. Ow, that actually kind of hurts. Ouch. Ouch. Flop. Ow. 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 I am desperately trying not to cry. And failing. This year sucks. Oh. Seva says, hey, what matters is that you focus on yourself and to keep a positive mindset, that's all. Sadako says, I recently have had to make distance with a number of friends that helped us make it through college. Distance is not fun. Are you going to the one place not infected by capitalism? Space. Oh. Oh, my face is all wet. Oh, stars. Oh, stars. That sucks. That really sucks. Damn. He is among those actors and, voice actors and actresses that I really want to meet. Sadako says space communism soon, please, lighthearted. Well, I hope so as well. He was. I loved Muppet Treasure Island. That was such a great one. I think that was a part of why I started to break there. He was a large part of my life, just simply growing up, watching his movies. That was amazing. That was an amazing time. Listening to his voice in, Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost, for example, that was great. And he was also in the Color of Magic as the main villain. Yeah, he was iconic. Absolutely iconic. Well, time to step up and become an even more prolific voice actress myself. Oh, he was fantastic. The Rocky Horror Picture Show will perhaps be the most iconic thing that I have seen him in, besides, Muppet Treasure Island and such. Because that just blows it all out of the water. Sefa says, question, are you planning in the future to make a Discord server? Okay. A server already exists with a little bit of a caveat. In that it's 18 plus only and it's ID checked at the door. Although, I do have plans on making a public-facing Discord server, though it's still very much in the early stages and still needs to be set up. Mary says Tim Curry want to take over Cleveland? What? Space! Time Marshall says he was one of those actors that had that it factor. Emma says, yeah, I'm supposed to help with the public-facing one, but I've been slacking. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mary says you never saw him in Freakazoid, did you, Nico? Nope. I don't really watch Freakazoid. Maya says, anyways, just wanted to stop by and say, have a good stream. I don't think I'll be able to catch any more of this one. I'm sorry. But please, take care. Hope to talk to you again later. Time Marshall says, I always wanted him to be a James Bond villain. Honestly, I think that he could have been an amazing one. An absolutely fantastic one. And what are you going to do, Mr. Bond? Siva says, and where do I get into the Discord server? Via Patreon? Actually, no. What you do is you get in contact with my Gmail address, my personal email. You send me a photo of your identification. You can cover pretty much every detail of your identification except for your date of birth that I need. But once I verify that, I will send you a link into the Discord server and you'll be good to go. As for my personal email, there we are. That is it right here. Most likely, I will be looking at it after the stream is over. As for the public-facing one, once that's all set up, you're free to join without having to do all of these little hoops that I'm implementing for the private server. Mary says I sent you Tim's scenes in Freakazoid. Well, thank you. I may or may not watch them, actually. Spyro says, ha! I'm following a news feed / chat. The imbecile with the ankle grinder used one from the job site and they found it and are pulling prints. There is a good chance this vandal gets in trouble. Most excellent. Oh, very excellent. Sparrow says, I hope they are an adult. So I go to jail for it? Seva says, no, my power went out. Oh, I'm so sorry, Seva. Everyone, just like take a moment of silence for Seva's power, which just went out. Poor power. Spyros S just finds in public derision. Seva says it couldn't handle the stream, sadly. No. Mary says, trust me, Nico, you'll have fun watching Tim chew the scenery as a cartoon character. Maybe. Oh, I definitely know something I would like to watch again, though. Treasure Planet. That was a really, really good one. It didn't have Tim Curry in it, obviously, but it was such a good one on its own. Ty says he was the voice of Nigel Thornberry. Oh, yes. I think I remember that from way, way back. Spire says it's gross vandalism, so if they're over 15, age at which you are monetarily responsible, stuff not yet criminally, they have to pay the repairs, and if over 18, they'll get day fines on top of that. Mary says badly underrated movie Treasure Planet. Oh yes, I really, really enjoy its animation style. The combination of 2D and 3D, especially for both the ship and all of Silver's cybernetic components. It's fantastic. I love the machinery of it all. It is so fluffy good. It's super underrated, and I think Disney tried to kill it where it stood. Hey, Marshall says even Atlantis The Lost Empire was a fantastic movie. Spire says I love the music. I love it too. That's why I included all of these pieces. Each and every one of them are from the different creators from Dova Syndrome for usage in streaming. And for YouTube videos, apparently, because I included a song that was written by someone from Dova Syndrome in Secret Final Boss. It's the battle theme. You should, Mary. It's a good one. Mary says they still have a thing for Captain Amelia. I mean, take one good look at her and tell me that you wouldn't have a thing for her. Spire says, is there a second Atlantis movie? I like the similarity with Stargate movie, the scientists staying behind to marry the princess. The thing about the second Atlantis movie is it wasn't really a movie at all. It was more so just a television series that was, planned but scrapped. And so they put all of the episodes together into this one big collage that doesn't really follow a singular narrative structure. It follows all the different little adventures that they would have went on anyways. And the thing about that particular scrap TV series is that the voice of Milo changes from the movie to the TV series. And the voice actor who does Milo's voice for the TV series is the same one who did Tidus in Final Fantasy X. Same guy! It's so cool! Mary says pineapple juice. Yum. Jay Marshall says the second movie was okay. It really wasn't a movie. It really wasn't supposed to be a movie. It was a scrap TV show. And yeah, he's awesome. He's so fluffing great. Sparrow says Milo. That was the name. Yeah, I met Milo and Daniel are very similar. Oh yes, and I adore Stargate so very fluffing much. Emma says, wait, Tidus is Milo? Cool. Still listening but away from keyboard for a minute? Who's your favorite Stargate character? It's been a long time since I've watched the series. Captain O'Neill definitely takes the cake for a lot of scenes. I especially love the episode with the time loop. If you know, you know. That episode was so fluffing good. Because in one of the loops, Daniel says to him, well, if you are experiencing these loops, and every single day by day it all resets, then it means that you could live life without consequence. And he gets this look in his eyes, and you can feel the mischief. In the middle of my backswing! Yes! Yes! Yes, you know! You know! You know! Spyro, you fucking know it! Do you remember Hugo? Do you remember Hugo? Oh, if you remember Hugo, then... I couldn't help myself. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. That was such a belly laugh. Sparrow says, I like that the military is somewhat competent in it. I mean, yeah, I know that it also just, like, involves the military and such. It doesn't make me feel comfy that the military's involved, because it means that every single usage of the Stargate is a military operation. Not not one that... it just, something about it just wakes me the fluff out that it's the military involved. Time Marshall says Christopher Judge was perfect in Stargate. Oof. Who's Christopher Judge playing again? Ah, yes, the actor for Teal'c. Ah. And I think also the voice actor for Kratos? Huh. Interesting universe. Sad that Daniel's wife dies. We're moving on from this subject. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Because, yeah, that sucked. That sucked a lot. It sucked a lot. Wonder what would have happened instead of Atreus, he had another daughter. Can you imagine if Kratos had another daughter and that was who went on the series with him? Spare says Goa Uld in general are things that gets my imaginary blood boiling. System lords are assholes. Yeah, they are. They were. Siva says, I'm gonna get ready for bed. I wake at 4:45 in the morning for work. Hopefully it won't be as hot as today. I hope so too. Sadako says there's a part of Star Trek Enterprise where, because of circumstances, the original crew has to deal with their mission now being a military one and having military personnel on board. Ooh, yeah. I don't remember that one because I haven't watched all of Star Trek Enterprise. Spare says, anywho, Kratos' daughter, I want Kratos' new wife to run into his original family. Oh, can you imagine? Oh, can you fucking imagine? This sort of chewing out that Kratos would get afterwards. Sadako says, now it's an utter contrast to what they're supposed to stand for, but it's not executed that well. Have you seen the Stargate movie with Kurt Russell? Kurt Russell? Who did Kurt Russell play? I don't remember. I do not remember for the life of me. I'm so sorry. It was before the series. Ah, so the very first one. Sadako says, like, that show was 2005, so 9/11 angst. Ooh, yeah. 9/11 can be directly drawn to a lot of our modern day problems, but also more so just Reagan. Mary says, that movie dropped back to the mid to late 80s, so it has been forever since I saw Stargate. Spire says, I think in Enterprise they have the MACOs that are part of the military, basically a Marine contingent, and they had Marines as guards at the Vulcan embassy. Oy vey. I'm reminded of something that Picard once said. A matter of national security, the age-old cry of the oppressor. And it kinda just struck me that we're kinda comfortable with these sorts of terms being thrown around like a matter of national security without stopping to consider, wait a fluffing second. It's not a matter of national security at all, they just want to oppress someone. I believe Kurt Russell played Jack O'Neill. I see. So before they got the actor for Jack O'Neill to do Jack O'Neill, it was Kurt Russell. Yeah, I remember that, I think. Seva says I'm in bed finally. Excellent. Oh, do go on and relax. Sadako says, that show is very miserable and cynical with its politics, but it's weirdly dissonant about it. I can't explain it very well. To be fair, I think after 9/11 happened, most political messaging gets very cynical very quickly. And it really is because, well, we live in times of increased and increasing hostility, where we can't trust our government because, well, it's constantly trying to get rid of our liberties. Yeah, a lot of bad stuff came from 9/11. Yeah. About 45 days after the attacks, well, we lost to fear. The terrorists won that day. It just took them 45 days for them to sign into law that which forked over some of the rest of our liberties. Our privacy is fucking non-existent because of them, with companies constantly listening in and the United States military and other such complexes constantly listening out for any potential sign that anyone is planning anything subversive against the United States government. Red Reddington played Danielle Jackson in the movie? What? A young James Spader played Daniel? Holy heck! Holy heck! And also realizing that James Spader also voices Ultron. His buttery smooth voice is unmistakable. Oh wait, my bad, I meant 9/11/1973. 1973? Oh, the escalation of the Watergate scandal. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Chilean coup. Coup d'etat. Sparrow says I should watch Babylon 5 again. Ooh, Babylon 5 is a good one. It's a really good one. The last of the Babylon stations. Yeah, that series makes me feel a little bit bittersweet in places. I've never been able to watch it from tip to tail, but it always feels interesting, and it always has this feel of the bittersweet to it. Overthrow of socialist leadership by Pinochet. Dylan says, when I think about Star Trek, I think of number one in his ability to get off a chair without moving the chair, lol. What, you mean William Riker? And it's spelled T-R-E-K. But it's very, very good to see you, Dylan. Katie says, Babylon Stations? What's that? Oh, Babylon 5 is a sci-fi TV show. It's kind of forgotten amongst Star Trek and Star Wars, but it is gorgeous in its own way. Emma says, with the backing of Nixon and Kissinger, this is a lovely stew of chat going on. We've got political commentary, we've got sci-fi and fantasy, and we're talking about socialist leaders being overthrown with the help of the CIA. Yeah, the other Babylon stations were either destroyed or went missing in very unique circumstances. Oh, Farscape. Farscape 2 was definitely one of those shows that got buried. Spire says, I want to live as a citizen of the culture. I don't know much about it to say one way or the other about it. I remember vaguely its theme was pretty great. And I remember always looking at the DVD box collection that was sitting in my parents' bedroom closet. I just remember looking at all of the little, like, pictures on it, and I'm like, oh, that actually kind of looks somewhat eerie. Spyro says the Afini, but God AI and extreme liberalism. Mary says, what a mud of a chat situation has everything. It's got everything in it. Spyro says, modify yourself to however you like and do drugs and play games for all of your life. Why is it that I'm remembering a line from Fallout New Vegas? Take drugs, kill a bear. What the heck? Seva says the best Fallout, by the way. New Vegas mention. Yep. I've played bits and pieces of it. I need to play more. Nah, communism for the win. Communism has its own problems. I personally would just like there to be something other than unfettered capitalism. Let's put some fetters on the capitalism. Let's introduce some socialist elements to make sure that people are taken care of and that no one's starving to death. Everyone deserves to eat. Everyone deserves to have a home. And if you show this to some random MAGA who is starting to argue that absolutely no one deserves these things and that you have to fight and earn it, what the fuck is wrong with them? This is what the fuck. Everyone deserves a home. Everyone deserves to eat. No one deserves $1 billion. I mean, hell, no one deserves $1 million. Seva says, but what about the billionaires? Instant domestication. Instant domestication. This is unhealthy coping mechanism, Petal, and you know it. Marion says throws peanut butter and chocolate in for good measure. There, that really has everything. Like I said, haven't watched too much of Farscape, don't really have a favorite character, I've forgotten all of their names. Winter says, who really needs healthy coping mechanisms? Well, the Afini would like to see them imposed. Oh, it's anarchism, non-derogatory. Futurama, Max Payne, Red Faction, Blood Rain, Crazy Taxi, Hurdy-Gurdy, Mr. Mosquito, Tekken 5, Rez, Gunna, Simpsons, Hit and Run, Madagascar Mercenary, Zapper Maximo. We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning. Sadako says, I think the funniest rich person's fate in a fairy I read was being made into an iPad baby playing idle economy games. That is somewhat fitting, I feel. Spyro says it is indeed anarchism. Other civs even call them hedonistic anarchists. Mary says, I come back from brushing my teeth and hair Billy Joel. Ba da 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 da. Ba da 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 da. Whoever gathered those games together in order to make those game titles the lyrics is just... Time Marshall says, Cutiefox, who's your favorite Farscape character? I've told you, I don't remember their names. I've seen too little of it. I don't have a favorite. Spire says, I love the Culture series of books. Dylan says, I'm. Words to live by, Dylan. Words to live by. I'm only thinking what to get for dinner. Also wise words. Time Marshall says, mine is Catargo. Okay. Setiko says something domestication isn't a punishment. It can still be funny. It could definitely be ironic in a lot of ways. Spare says, but being real with people, I would also gladly live in the Mass Effect universe just to worship hot Asari mommies. True. Anyways. Siva says, bucket of chicken. Be like Scout from TF2. This is a bucket. Dear God, there's more. No. It contains a bucket. Katie says, gay. Incredibly gay. I am incredibly homosexual. Expiration date mentioned. Yep. Gentlemen, synchronize your bucket. There's more. Dear God. Emma says, Scout. Seduce me! Seduce me. I don't know why I purred that into your left ear, but now I'm just like... Now I want to flirt with the audience. Seva says, I've teleported bread. Question. What's your question, soldier? I've teleported bread. You what? You told me to. How much? I've done nothing but teleport bread for 3 days. Where have you been sending it? Katie says, sci-fi stuff tends to be really hit or miss for me. I really like more grounded and realistic stories like Project Hail Mary or Interstellar. Time Marshall says, who's your favorite Final Fantasy villain? Arden Azunia. Next question. Seva says, they have exactly 3 days to live. Teleporting bread. Nope, that's not Final Fantasy 12, that is Final Fantasy 15. I kind of find that the villain for Final Fantasy 12 he's okay, and I do kind of like him. I also really like the design of the Undying and of Vena. Vena is incredibly pretty, and their voice absolutely rocks. The thing about Vena's voice that really gets to me is that it's both masculine and feminine. If you listen to the deeper parts, it sounds as if it blends into a guy's voice, and its higher tones seem to make it sound like a woman's voice. I am no Dynast king. You must find another, one who might realize your ambitions. They are fulfilled beyond your knowing. The Christ is sundered, age of stones complete. From the undying ones the world is freed. You shall not tread this path alone, together we go. Come. Mary says Vayne Solidor is kinda bland. To be fair, yes, he is a little bit bland. I consider Vana to be the true villain, the true mastermind behind it all. Which is such a pity for how little Vana gets screen time. Setiko says, I got confused and thought you were talking about Vana from 14. Emma says, trying to remember, there was a space sci-fi show that took place on a space station. There was this one character who was like a mysterious energy being in an exosuit. Oh yeah, that's Babylon 5, I think. Seva says Sephiroth mentioned LobCorp employees rise up. Thing about Sephiroth is I kind of think that Sephiroth is a little bit bland too. In places, I think he's actually kind of dry toast. I mean, him flirting with Cloud it can be especially fun, and I kind of like the idea that Sephiroth's flirting with Cloud. But also, I kind of find him to be incredibly bland in places. However, one of the reasons why I like Arden Izunia is he is flashy. He is a performer at heart, and he is the embodiment of spite. Wait, no, that's Battlestar Galactica? Okay, I'm gonna look up Vana from Final Fantasy XIV. Interesting. Katie says, my knowledge of Mass Effect is limited to the Minecraft texture pack and map I used as a kid. I see. Mary says the remake added more personality to Sephiroth. Still, I kind of like using it. I like using my impression of Sephiroth from time to time because I think that it can make people shiver a little bit. And because I think I could lean into some of the gay undertones that the game just sort of dips into. Ultimately, I think that Sephiroth is kind of bland and... parts of him are interesting. Hey, random thing. Yeah, I have Mass Effect, but I just haven't gotten around to playing it. Ty says, did you know the voice of Walk is also the voice of Bender from Future? Yes, I actually knew that, believe it or not. Seva says, well, peeps, I'm gonna go to sleep. Got a full day ahead. Take care, everybody. Always have a smile on your face. Be helpful and always be respectful. Nighty-night, peeps. Good night. Now I'm just getting ideas. Tell me what you cherish most. Give me the pleasure of taking it away. I've got some others too. On your knees, I want you to beg for forgiveness. Sadako says, RE Final Fantasy villains, though, we are not normal about Emmet Selek. Not normal? Alright, I'm gonna bite. What's Emmet Selek? Huh. Interesting. Katie says, ooh, kinky. Emma says more like squids in mechanical suits, like Daleks. Time Marshall says, I still say Final Fantasy X in top 5 best Final Fantasy games. My top 5 are 12, 7, 15, 6, and 4. I will not elaborate. Miwa Nyotsuyu on screen. Did you see the Final Fantasy movies? I've seen Advent Children and I've seen Spirits Within. Spirits Within. I want a word. Because they depict the world as being similar to our own. And that is the only qualm I have with it. With old-fashioned piped? Yotsuyu. I'm gonna look her up. Yotsuyu. Oh. 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 Sparrow says, favorite sci-fi ships go? Mine are the Galaxy class from Star Trek, Acclimator troop transport from Sea Star Wars, and the Halcyon class heavy cruiser from Halo. My favorite sci-fi ships? From science fiction, not fantasy. Okay. Galaxy class is solid. I rather like those. I think the TARDIS counts as a ship. So definitely the TARDIS, specifically David Tennant's version, number 10. Mainly because I just like the grunge aesthetic with the green. I love it. The sounds of that particular TARDIS are forever baked into my memory, and I consider it absolutely fantastic. TARDIS counts. Sedeko says Emmet Selk's part of an antagonistic force that decides to, instead of fighting you, decides to see if it can be worked alongside for both groups' goals as a test subject. The TARDIS is top tier. TARDIS is top tier. Anywhere in time and space. With the potential to accidentally hop dimensions if you're not careful. Sign me the fuck up. I've honestly thought about writing a yandere TARDIS for myself. You know, just like the listener being a chosen pilot is drawn inside by the TARDIS, and it's like, yeah, I'm gonna kidnap you now. Have fun never returning to your own time and space. This is your home now. Oh my god, Yuri TARDIS, says Sage. Please. This too is Yuri. A TARDIS that actually has a voice synthesizer that can communicate with its pilot. A fifth-dimensional being that can actually talk to its user, and thus grow supernaturally close with them. There's a reason that TARDISes don't usually talk with their pilots. As far as the TARDIS is canonically a woman, I like it, yeah. Hi, Marshall says I was at the set of Doctor Who. Nice. Which set? Where? Sparrow says it was once stuffed into a woman's body. Yeah, I remember that. It was written by Neil Gaiman. God, I want to break Neil Gaiman's nose. How does one write so many fantastic things and then just turn around and be a complete douche? Look, I'm writing all of my Yuri, and I don't be horrible to people. How is it that I'm morally superior to Neil Gaiman? Spire says, wait, Neil Gaiman was also an asshole? God damn it, please tell me Sir Terry Pratchett didn't do something horrible. Not that I'm aware of. But let me see if I can pull up a list of what Neil Gaiman has done. Ah yes, sexual assault, rape, human trafficking. So yes, always, always, always take your heroes into consideration. As a matter of fact, I would suggest that you don't have heroes in media at all, because they could turn around and absolutely screw you over. I mean, just take Rowling, for example. Her works were absolute dog shit, but she also just turned around and went and became a horrible person anyway, so, yeah. Never have heroes. Seek to make artworks that surpass them. As a matter of fact, if I may be so bold to say, I think that each and every one of what I would consider my lowest quality ASMRs beat out every single one of her novels. Emma says, oh, you want to go home? The door's right there. You can find your own way home from 15th century England, right? Oh, I like that. Oh, I like that. That is so cool. I love it. That's so cool. I love it. Sedeko says, do not follow in the footsteps of the wise, seek what they sought. Ty Marshall says, sadly I didn't get to meet David Tennant, but I did talk to the crew setting things up. Okay. I should like to meet David Tennant at some point. The man's an absolute wizard. Plays an absolutely wonderful Crowley, and his term on playing on Doctor Who completely shaped who I became today. Simply because, well, he was so fluffing brilliant. He's also against Rowling's speed. Yeah, I know! It's so cool! It's so cool. Honest to goodness, happiest I've ever been in the universe, just knowing that we've got an ally like David Tennant and Daniel Radcliffe. Seriously, I've actually taken to responding to some people online by, calling him Harry Potter instead of referring to him by his name when he's, like, playing different roles. It's like, you mean Radcliffe? Allow the man to escape the role, please. The man works super hard. He's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Is this some sort of test, you sick son of a bitch? Just a clip that I saw of one of his characters, which was, I think, like a Catholic priest or some such. How can a horrible person be taking us on such an honorable mission? Is this some kind of test, you sick son of a bitch? Sparrow says, when it comes to books, I must plug an amazing web novel, that being Worm by Wildbow. Taylor Herbert is awesome. Sparrow says, terrifying to our enemies, but awesome nonetheless. Ooh. 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 Emma says, I'm glad you like that. Sorry, slow to reply was snuck away again for a minute. All good. All good. Now I'm also thinking about the yonder TARDIS idea. You can find your way home from 15th century England, right? Oh, sure. Explore to your heart's content, but don't stray too far. I've heard that the pathogens of this time are incredibly vicious. Ty says Elijah Wood loves Lord of the Rings a lot. He loves when fans call him Frodo. Does he really? Sadako says, no, my favorite normal art of Emmett Silk is from a suspended account? I'm sorry, Sadako. Apparently my EA account was, either deleted or blocked. I can still play Dead Space, but apparently EA has decided I am an enemy. Sage says, it's me. I'm pathogens of the time. Oh, an incredibly vicious pathogen. What a delectable little morsel. And here I go again. Emma says, oh, hi, pathogens. Can I call you Pathy? Apathiosis. Hey. Spire says, Yandere TARDIS could just keep you inside and satisfied forever, creating a perfect palace to fulfill all the needs and wants. I love it. I love it. Oh, ba ba ba. Sadako says, okay, I found their blue sky. We could go anywhere in time and space, from the beginning to the end, and I will always keep you safe. Could definitely see about, like, having the TARDIS find some way to make the listener into a Time Lord or something. Can you imagine that? You find this weird obelisk-looking thing in the middle of the desert, touch it, come to inside of a cavernous place with a console, and no matter what you do, you can't seem to leave. Sparrow says you can modify the speech at the rings of Akatan of it and get some hauntingly beautiful material. Oh, the speech. I think I remember parts of it. I am one of the last, my sisters mostly gone. I have wandered through universes where the laws of physics were devised by the minds of madmen. I have seen universes freeze and creations burn. I have seen things that you wouldn't believe. I have lost things that you will never understand. Greeball says, very different from a normal TARDIS, which just leaves them every time there's danger. Ellie says, hello. Hi, Ellie. Hi. Hi there, Petal. Spyro says, and if the Yandere TARDIS wants to keep you forever, it could fling open the doors inside the Time Vortex to make the darling into a Time Lord. Proto-Time Lord, I should say. Ooh. Yeah, that might actually hurt a little bit. Yeah, I can definitely see the listener being bedbound as they are experiencing flashes of the past and the future all at once. I'm doing the best I can, Ellie. It's so very good to see you. I've missed you so very much. Boop. It is an honor to see you again. We're talking about Yandere TARDIS shenanigans. Spire says, and after the first regeneration, they may not remember ever wanting to leave. Might being a huge thing. Emma says, me here's madmen, my brain. What use has a devil for forgiveness when hell is a lie spun by madmen? Missed you as well, Ellie. Come here, dear. Huggles and cuddles. I should fly to Italy soon and give you just the hugest cuddle. I'll need a passport to do that. Oh, a passport and a visit Italy. And be kidnapped by a sweet Italian girl. Bite. Bite, 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 bite. Oh yes, I remember Spyro. That's actually what I was referencing with some of my earlier speech. You know, modified for the TARDIS. That would be horrifyingly expensive to go to Italy, Nico. Yeah, most like a fortune. And if I'm going to be spending a fortune to go to Italy, I might as well stay there. And I know things. Secrets that must never be told. Knowledge that must never be spoken. Knowledge that would make parasite gods blaze. Travel to Italy using TARDIS instead. Still wouldn't be able to leave, though. Ellie says would chain you to my bed, but I'll also let you figure out how to start VTuber streaming. Okay, maybe would like Ixnay on the chain to the bed bit, but other than that, I would willingly stay. It reminds me a little bit of this one fiction that I read. It was an erotic fiction, but it also dealt with some very interesting things as well. For example, most of the plot was of this one, like, college girl in the middle of, like, getting her degrees and such, was being slowly brainwashed by this French girl into speaking perfect French and to forgetting what English, sounded like. Basically forgetting how to speak her old language. And at the very end of the story, she's all, like, happy and whatnot, being, like, this live-in maid to this French girl. And she comes across her old ID and just notices how unhappy she kind of looks. Christopher Lee calls the crew of Lord of the Rings the greatest crew he ever worked with. Well, I think he called it that. I think he is no longer with us. What story? I'm interested. Oh, I can't remember its name off the top of my head, but it is something I think is on Literotica. Don't go looking if you're underage. But the thing about it is that it was this story about this girl who just, like, gets all of her passports and shit stolen by this French girl and hidden away. Brainwashes her, forgets English, learns French, speaks automatically in French even when she's horrified. And she just ends up a happier person. Winter says, ah yes, the classic. Moving to Quebec. Is it a sapphic book? It's a fiction on the internet. I once read it on Literotica. Again, don't go looking if you're underage. It's not worth it. Spire says bullshit and propaganda. Nobody is happy when speaking French. This says Lex might make up for it, though. Mayhaps. I don't exactly have the urge to learn French simply because, well, it is a very beautiful sounding language. I don't want to be ridiculed for trying to learn it. Which is what I feel would happen if I attempted to learn it. German, maybe. Italian, most definitely. If Ellie is still listening, sei troppo bella. Ti amo. Ellie, stare at you. Oh, cutie. Italian really does sound incredibly beautiful. Would definitely like to do Italian ASMRs as well. Can you imagine me translating all of my works into Italian so that they can be enjoyed by Italian citizens? Well, Italian speakers. Winter says, the thing is, Canadian immigration treats people who speak both English and French more favorably than those who only speak one of neither. Oh. Treat those who speak both more favorably than those who speak one or the other. Camilla says, what happened to the Foxlings? Oh, on the matter of Foxlings, they're in the walls. They're in the walls everywhere now. I've got one in the palm of my hand as we speak. Ellie says, having learned a lot of language but I refuse to learn French. I'm learning Dutch because I want to go live in the Netherlands. Sparrow says, rap tap tap the Foxlings in the walls. Sparrow says, you shall be a cunning linguist. Emma says, we could both learn and practice on each other. Mary says it's about time. Wait, what? They're in the walls? Oh, literal fluff. Sedeko says so much of an L speaks English, but yes. Winter says, and I'm gonna have an advantage by getting a degree from a Canadian uni in an in-demand field, but might as well hedge my bets as much as possible. Camilla says, I don't believe that Mikey would be barking if that was the case. Sedeko says, learning it is good. They're in the walls. They're in the goddamn walls! There are foxlings in my ceiling. Yep. The fox spirits are everywhere now. The teeny tiny little things that will grant you great fortune. Oh, were that the case? Oh, were that the case? Ubisoft? Where's the game? Well, I marked it right there. There's the little marker thing. Alright, I'll go get it then. Okay. Dunk. I see the problem. Oh, do ya? Hand hurts just a little bit. Hope I didn't actually, break anything. Not bones, but, hope I didn't, tear ligaments or something. That would be painful. Hungry. Oh, stars. Gonna need to make myself after the stream. Or, nab something. Food. Oh, the Panzerfest anti-tank weapons. It's like, they don't know. They don't know. Don't worry. We'll fix this. Hans! Komm's here. Remember years and years and years and years ago when I asked you to take an inventory of all of our Panzerfaust anti-tank weapons? And I trusted you that one time. That one time. You missed one. And now I am thinking that you have missed several of them. This is why we have trust and verify, and this is the part where I take responsibility for not doing the verify part. But I trust you with one thing, Hans. One. So you're going to get the spoon, and you're going to go dig. And you're going to find all the ones that you've missed. Watching that YouTube short was amazing and had me cackling. Mary says, Nico, help, I have a foxling on each shoulder and they're trying to shoulder angel and shoulder devil. Oh, that's quite alright, just let them do what they're going to do. Ellie says, also, Nico, sorry if I haven't texted at all these days. I've been playing nonstop Arc Raiders. Oh, that is completely understandable, Ellie. Just breathe in and out. And do remember to keep me on the books. Sage says, I love food. Shoutouts to food. Yummers, even. I just have devils on my shoulder. Mine speak incredibly lesbian thoughts. Like, come here, love. Yuri. To all who want kisses, there you go. Oh, nice. Welcome and hello. Hello, hello, hello. Utter cuties. You all are absolutely fantastic. So thinking more about this idea that I'm getting of a yandere TARDIS, thinking about what I should do to make it stand out from the rest, well, other than the time and space travel, and the transformation into a proto-Time Lord, that would definitely be interesting and fun. Black Wolf says, hi, Cutiefox, welcome! Welcome back! And also welcome back, Kendrick. It is so good to see you again. Thank you, Ellie. Bite. Nom 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 nom. Hello. Chomp. Num num num. Now I'm thinking more about tacos. It's been so long. Gotta make sure that my bank can handle it, though. If it can't, well, I'm just out of luck. Dun, 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 da, da, dun, da, 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 dun. Also, in less than a week, in about 6 days, as a matter of fact, I am going to be turning 26. It'll be my birthday on the 1st of September. I'll also try to do a stream on that day as well. It'll either be a little bit early or it'll be a little bit late, depending. I'll let you know if it's going to be a late running stream because I've got like a doctor's appointment on my birthday as well. So maybe I'm gonna think about what I can do to make this an absolutely wonderful birthday celebration. Also, welcome back, Eve. It is very good to see you again. Hi. Hello. How are you? Mary says I can hear the foxlings. They whisper in my ears. They squeak adorably. Eve says, Bao, dog going to a function later. A little bit anxious. I see. Deep breaths, okay? Everything's gonna be just fine. The Hans video is no longer available? No! No! Ellie runs away. No, Ellie, don't run away. Everything is gonna be just fine. Cake. Or tacos. Could celebrate with birthday tacos. Or maybe I'm just being incredibly taco-brained right now. Deep breaths. And for all those who want one, a kiss. Whether it be on your forehead or your cheek. Mary says to Akira, indeed, I'm bummed I can't be there to make the cake myself. Oh, that does sound like a wonderful project in and of itself. Taco Brain Fox. Just little tacos floating about my head like little halo. A halo of tacos. I might have enough for at least one or two. Hi, Akira. Also, Emma. Emma, you are now a moderator for the channel. Since you're a moderator in the Discord server, I figured you should also have access here. Congratulations. Mary says we'll have to do a visa for your birthday, Nico. Oh, it might be incredibly busy then, because again, I've got that doctor's appointment that I need to go to on the day of the birthday, so... It could just be a week-long celebration, starting on September 1st and ending on September 8th. Yep. That's right, Emma. And now your name is in pretty blue. Congratulations on the promotion. You utter cutie, you. Good girl. Good girl. Of course. But of course, dear. Eve says giving Emmy so many cuddles and head scritches. No. Oh. Good girl. Oh, so sweet. Oh. So adorable. Y'all are immensely wonderful. Spyro says, new ma, do this. Eve, pa. Aww. Amazing. Truly amazing. It is an honor to stream for you. Truly. I look forward to streaming all throughout the rest of this week and all throughout next. It's gonna be absolutely fantastic. Sage says, who pa-pa-pa'ing? Pa-pa-pa-pa-pa. Sparrow says, gosh damn it. Am I getting useless anxiety over the upcoming start of my school year? Deep breaths. You've got this, Spyro. You've got this. We're all in your corner. And if I may borrow a little from the Cat Returns, always believe in yourself. Do this, and no matter where you are, you have nothing to fear. Eve says, but we're gonna head out again. We have some gaming to do. Alright, take care, Eve. It was lovely seeing you again. I look forward to seeing you again. Akira says, it's all good, Spyro. I've been through it. The anxiety at the beginning is always the worst. But it fades. Indeed. Deep breaths. You've got this. To all the wonderful good girls in chat. Good girl. Mary says to Spyro, know your schooling, know yourself, and you needn't fear the outcome of 1,000 lectures. Of course, Sadako, Emma, Black Wolf, cuties. Spyro says, question for the Demon Fox, though. Is the Akira from the anime character Akira? The one with an iconic red bike? Well, the thing about, is that the, bike doesn't belong to Akira. At least from my remembrance. Akira says, you're welcome. It's what's called syllabus anxiety. You get scared as hell looking at all the syllabi and due dates. Just do them a little bit at a time, and getting the A is a piece of cake. Winter says, I live like right next to my uni, and the indoor walkways between the building is gonna make going to class in the winter much better. Ooh. Ooh. Kanade is the one in the bike gif, yeah? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I was right. I was right. Kaneda? Akira says, Akira's the kid, the one that turned a huge part of the city into a crater and died before the events of the movie. He's in the flick for like 2 minutes. Sparrow says, I haven't actually watched it. I know that an anime has a character called Akira and the iconic red bike, but I'm wondering, was that the name inspiration? Canada, oh Canada. I hope to live in Canada someday. Or any country that would have me. Sedeko says Tetsuo. Do yourself a favor. Don't read the manga. Manga's darker. Or do read the manga because the manga's darker. First words of the Finnish national anthem. Emma says, I too look forward to living in not America. Honestly, I think that we should rename this country, much like what we renamed Germany during World War II. I think it was called Nazi Germany during World War II. And so I think we should rename the United States to MAGA America. Or MAGA United States. Very much similar. Has too many parallels to count. Anyways, I believe that is all the time that I have for us today. I look forward to streaming again tomorrow. Please make sure that you get some wonderful food in your system, that you drink some water, and that you survive, that you stay alive out there, because surviving is winning. Thank you so very much for being with me today. See you tomorrow!